All right, this is Obeid on behalf of Electronics, and in this video, we'll talk about state and local governments. Okay, so let's talk about state plus local governments. Okay, so state and local governments. Now, when it comes to state and local governments, okay, state and local governments may spend more money on things like education than federal government. Okay, we know that the federal government does spend money on education. However, it's not amongst the four major categories that we talked about in the last video, such as healthcare, interest, okay, your social security, and national defense. Okay, so even though education may be a priority when it comes to the federal government, state and the local governments are responsible mostly for education. Okay, it is said that 90% of the funding that goes into education comes from state and local governments in certain countries, such as the US. All right. Now, apart from education, the state and local governments also spend money on things like libraries. So, education, you have libraries. Okay. You've got parks, for example. So, parks and recreation. Okay. So, parks. You have police and fire protection. So, police and fire protection, so on and so forth. All right. Now, if there is some sort of a gap in spending, okay, higher taxes will lead to lower spending. Okay, so higher taxes. This is lower spending. All right. So the government, the state and the local government may bump the taxes up. They may get the government, the federal government, to bump the taxes up, and um, that will hopefully fill in all the gaps. Okay, let's say there is a budget deficit. Okay, if the taxes go up, the governments receive more in taxes, such as the tariffs, for example. If the taxes or tariffs go up, the government may make more money from taxes and tariffs, as a result of which the budget deficit is taken care of and the gap is filled in. Okay, apart from taxes, you also have spending. So if there is a gap, let's say there is a budget deficit, and the government is coming short when it comes to what they spend versus how much they earn, okay, then they might lower down their spending in certain sectors, such as the libraries or parks, for example, okay, which may not be as much of a priority as police and fire protection as well as education. All right. So this has to do with state and local governments. Okay, and that would be it for this video. On behalf of Electronics, this is Obey. Have yourself a great day.